Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome back to the channel. Ambassador Starco Gaming here, back with another Dragon Champion video. Guys, today we're gonna take a look at other human characters to get ready for the Mordoom event, obviously, which is gonna be Cruelle, one of the most important character out there, definitely to have in the game, and one of the strongest human too. But before we get into that, guys, if you're new players or if you are level 15 or below, make sure to use the promo code the STARCO. To do so, it's very simple, guys. You go in settings, use promo codes, you enter the word STARCO, you press OK, and boom boom chicka boom boom, wow, you just got $10 worth of freebies. Very simple. So here we go with a Cruelle, guys. Cruelle, first of all, I love the design. Cruelle, I think it is a pretty awesome. She's one of my favorite artwork in the games, definitely. Now, what is important with Cruelle? So that's the thing we're going to cover in this video, guys. We're going to cover the skills. We're going to cover the runes, which is going to be the equivalent of covering the stats. And we're also going to try to explain how to play her properly as much as possible. So let's get started with our skills. First skills we have here is Healing Darkness. Deal 255% magic attack to enemies, and if the enemy is a demon, so very strong against demon, the health of Cruelle and her summon reflection recover by 70% of the damage dealt, which is can be a lot if you get a huge hit there. And um, obviously, if you want to get that reflection here on your summons, you need to get that skill to level 6, which I don't think is actually that important, to be honest. I really don't feel that level 6 is important, because what you really matter is to heal yourself, not your minions, not your reflection, as much as possible. So I think level 5 on this skill will be just enough. If you are struggling for the scrolls, definitely level 5 on this skills is good enough. Next we have I Am the Knight. Deal 330% of magic damage to an enemy. If the enemy is a defender, they gain invisibility for 2 turns, called reflection, to assist if there is one alive. So if you have one reflection out and you use this skill, you're gonna do your reflection is gonna attack 2 at the same time as you. And if you actually attack a defender, you can actually pretty much turn the defender useless if the defender has a taunt out, like for example, if you decide to attack Trumgar with his knowing counter attack, well, pretty much just disable Trumgar there, because after that you can just attack whoever you want. So this is definitely an amazing counter against strong tank teams, definitely. And now, do you actually need to get that skill to level 6? Not really. You definitely needed to get it to level 5 to get that invisibility applied to the defender, but 1 turn of invisibility is good enough. Now, if you do have the extra scroll, definitely level 6 is a good thing. Don't worry about that. This is always a good thing here, to get an extra turn of invincibility, but not that important. The skill that is in my opinion very important to get first to level 6 will be this one. Create a reflection. Summon a reflection of the target enemy with 70% of their health and shield, 70% damage, and 75% speed. You can only summon 1 reflection at a time. And you can see here, this last one is very important, because you get 10% damage from your reflection, you get 10% health and shield, meaning your reflection is going to survive longer. So in my opinion, that will be the best one to actually get to level 6. But still, I don't see a reason to get this skills to level 6. I think that all the active skills, the 3 active skills, could just be put to level 5, and they will do the job. You don't have to level any of them to level 6, in my opinion. And now if we look at the passive here, the passive will probably be the one skill you can get to level 6, but again, it's, you'll have to bring 3 mage into your team to actually make this level 6 worth it. So again, unless you plan to run with 3 mages, this passive to be level to level 6 is kind of worthless, to be honest. So you need to make sure you're gonna have 3 mages in your team if you want to make that. So if we have this passive fully level up, if there are 3 allied defenders on the battlefield at the end of Cruelle turns, all defenders get a tenacity increase for 1 turn. If there's 3 allied healers, all allied healers gain cheat death for 1 turn. If there are 3 allied tactician, all allied tactician gain ace for 1 turn. And if they are 3 allied warrior, all warriors get counterattack for 1 turn. And if there are 3 allied ranger, all rangers get an currency increase for 1 turn. And then the mage one, which gets invisibility for 1 turn. So here, it's depending on if you can actually get 3 of the same class. Now, yes, the reflection will count at one of the class. So if, for example, if you have 2 rangers in your team and you copy your rangers, you get a ranger reflection, then your rangers will get the accuracy increase. So it's really depending on what you have in your team. And she is a mage, so if you actually have Frizzard with her and you copy a Frizzard from the other team, well, that passive at level 6 will actually be awarded definitely. So it's really depend on your team composition for this skill. So if you plan to run with Frizzard in your team, like we're gonna do, this skills could probably be the only skills we're gonna get to level 6, and it's only the passive. The active skills, I don't see any reason to get them to level 6 personally, but obviously we are on the test server now, so we get all the skills to level 6, obviously. Now if we take a look at the runes, guys, the runes, you will want to have those 2 bonus, critical chance bonus and speed bonus. In my opinion, those are the 2 best bonus to have. The primary, you want to have northeast, you want to have speed, as most of the time it's what you want to have. At south bonus, you want south primary, you want to have critical chance. You're running with critical chance, you know, 2-piece set, so obviously you want to get that critical chance higher. And then the northwest passive, you want to get tenacity, so you get you have less chance to actually be debuff, pretty much stun or whatever. She doesn't really need potency because she's not really applying any debuff to the other team. So it's really about increasing our survivability, our tenacity to actually not get debuff, increasing our speed and damage as much as possible. So 4 speed, 2 critical rate, and in my opinion, this is exactly what she needs for runes. Now, if you disagree with me, you know, there's a comment section, guys. Give me your opinion and tell me why you disagree with me. Here you can see we have almost 200 speed. 200 is always the mark, guys, for the speed on the character. If you can get the characters to 200, you're gonna be good. We have 52.5% tenacity, so 52.5% chance to resist the debuff. Critical chance, we have 47.38%, which is actually pretty great. And when you get a critical chance, your damage is increased by 150%, so it's pretty great. And that's pretty much it. Our stats are very, very basic. So nothing special, nothing special about potency or health or, buff that will get you so much more critical damage. There's nothing like that. She's really a plain and simple character. A really straightforward character where you just get a reflection and do a lot of damage pretty much. Now, for the skill priority, it's really hard to have a skill priority on her because skill number 2, which is I am the Knight, and skill number 3, which is create a reflection, start on cooldown at the start of the fight. So you use your first skills when you start. When the third skill is available, you're gonna use the third skill, and then when the second skill is available, you're gonna use the second skill. And this one, you want to try to time it with when the actual defender uses taunt. Mostly, that's what you want to do. So his taunt is useless pretty much. That's the only special thing you want to do with her, and that apply in both the PvE and PvP game mode. Doesn't matter. Her her skill priority. Sorry guys, my English is failing me tonight, or today, this afternoon, whatever. Her skill priority is very, very basic. I'll say second skill is the most important to nullify the tank. third skills to get an extra character in your team, and first skills as a filler in my opinion, and that is for every single game mode in my personal opinion. So we don't really need to show a gameplay of her, but obviously we're gonna switch to the gameplay UI so we can actually see the whole screen, guys, and then we are just gonna play her in tower mode a little bit so you guys can see her in action. We're gonna explain what we are doing with her too in tower mode. So let's jump to that gameplay right away. Okay, so for tower mode, guys, we're gonna go, it's actually hard mode, floor 12, so we might actually not kill it, I don't know yet. We're gonna see. We're gonna go with the full human team, as always, as we are preparing for the more Doom events. We want to focus on the human team, so we're gonna go with that right now. It's going to be pretty simple, guys. We're going to try to focus the skill as much as possible. The skill cooldown are different than usually because we already have some rotation in from the previous floor. So we're actually going to see how it goes pretty much. So we don't have a choice. We're going to start on this guy. And we do have pretty much second skill and third skill available. So here we're going to test that second skill here to apply invincibility and remove the talent pretty much from this guy. So that give us the opportunity to start working on the DPS pretty much. And the most important DPS I see out there is this guy. So we're gonna get started with this guy as soon as possible. And I actually brought this guy in because he brings extra damage, so it's actually the perfect reflection in my personal opinion to bring out there. This team hurt really, really hard, as you can see, guys. This is pretty crazy, damn. I did not expect to actually take so much damage here, but hey, we shall be able to survive anyway. Well, that's pretty great there. At least survive a little bit. Ah, there we go. We got the healing here, so we are doing good. Our minions is still, our reflection is still there, so. We're gonna be able to do. Oh, we got dodge and invincibility here, sadly, so we're not gonna be able to do what we want to do here. But the talent shall be. Oh, the talent is actually gone, so we can actually go finish this guy, or at least try to do so. There we go. I have no idea how to play this guy, to be honest. So we're just gonna spin around a little bit here, kill this guy, kill this guy. There we go. So now the rest is going to be pretty easy. We're not attacking a demon here, so we did not get healed from using that first skill, sadly. But still doing pretty good. Here we're going to try to put invincibility on him, so I don't know if it actually makes him weaker, to be honest. Maybe it makes him stronger, I have no idea. I shall study my invincibility a little bit, but he has a debuff up there, so it doesn't really matter. And you see, if you already have a reflection in the battlefield, you cannot pop another reflection, as you can see here. I just wanted to show that. So we're pretty much just gonna finish this fight here. Actually gonna give the buff to Cruelle so we can see if we can increase our damage a little bit. Well, if we get there. Yeah, we did not get to her, sadly, but you can see that was stage 12, floor 12 of hard mode, and that was very, very easy. And she actually helped us a lot because she was able to put that invincibility on the tank and allow us to actually attack the rest of the team very easy. If the rest of the team did not have invincibility, that would have been a very, very easy clear, even easier than it actually was. So you can see that she is pretty powerful now. Damage wise, she's not the character with the most damage, definitely, but she does do pretty decent damage with that second skills and first skills, definitely. So anyway, guys, that was what we wanted to show in this character spotlight video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Hopefully this video was helpful. Hopefully this video is going to help you on how to build and play Cruelle and get ready for the More Doom event. Obviously, More Doom event shall be opening on the test server pretty soon, guys, so we're going to be coming with that video soon, and we still have to cover 2 more characters in this team for the human team, guys, which is going to be Eric Shieldbreaker and Little Batty coming in the next few days. So guys, thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and drop a like on this video, and hopefully guys, I get to see you again next time.